All right, so this is everything gotten from the Harrisburg Senators versus Hartford Yard Goats on June 20th, 2024. As you can see, we actually have a decent amount of stuff. I was catching up on some card packs, as you can see. Previously, I only had the Harrisburg card packs from the years I had been there. So that would have been um, 18, 19, 21, 22 was not there last year. And actually, I should put an asterisk. I don't think I was there in 18. I think I got that card pack because the AA All-Star game was at Trenton, and Trenton used to be a team that had card packs of all the other teams, and they happen to have Harrisburg still during the All-Star break. So that's how I got that one. So anyway, I had already had 4 years of team sets. Obviously, I wanted to get this year's, and then I went back and got all the ones that were available that I had not previously gotten. So there we go. Here's the team store bag, Harrisburg Senators logo, their phone number, their website, and on the other side is FNB Field logo. So there you go. Get to this here in a second. I don't know what I want to. This is something where Harrisburg did something, and so people get coupons to this place, Pizza Boy Brewing. There's not even any sort of logos or any Harrisburg Senators, anything on that. While we're on that, there's a similar thing, Red Robin. You get 20% off at, I assume, probably a very specific location that's nowhere near where I live. And you see the Harrisburg Senators logo, at least on this. When they had 10 hits, you get 15% off your purchase of $20 or more in those locations. So I do not live near there, so that will probably never be used, as most of these coupons usually go unused. Here's $5 parking. That's obviously how much you have to pay for parking. And there you go, that parking ticket. And bamboozled a little bit on this one. This was in one of those, not containers, but one of those little cardboard things that you normally see pocket schedules in. So it's like, oh, pocket schedule, and then it ends up being this. You see the front here, and then it's scan below to see our full schedule. It's a QR code, so. But they do show you all the dates for fireworks, so there's that, I suppose. And also, they are going digital with their schedules, but yet at the same time still offer physical programs. So, they're kind of in the middle there, I suppose. So $2 programs. We'll see how jam-packed this one is. It's kind of thin, but Harrisburg in the past hasn't been the worst. See Andrew Pinkney on the front. I'm just going to quickly go through this. So far, we have actual content. I'm just used to, like, whenever any team in the Frontier League attempts to make a program, it's usually pretty lackluster. But so far, we've had this article about Andrew Pinkney going on here. We have stuff for the kids here, games and stuff. It's all black and white, it looks like. Some game notes specifically for the game I was at. We'll look at that here in a second. Scorecard for anyone who doesn't have their own like me. Another article here. So yeah, I kind of like this format. You have actual content over on the right side, and then you have all your ads on the left, and it's pretty consistent. I just can't grab this for some reason. There we go. That's a bit better. There you go. And this is the inside back cover. Pretty much the only thing in color. And there's your schedule. And there's your back. Let's take a look at the game notes real quick here. We're not going to go deep dive or anything, but I'm just going to scan over it here for you. And the roster for Harrisburg and the Hartford roster. And I guess this is their hitting stats and pitching stats on the back here. So there you go. Not bad, actually. So anyway, now we are moving into all these team sets. Just because there's a bunch of Harrisburg ones, obviously, being that's where I was, and only one Hartford. We'll start with Hartford, who was the away team. Obviously, I got this online. I've never been to Hartford yet. And this is what you get in the mail. I think I've gotten this before when I got a card pack a couple years ago, but welcome to the herd. Thank you for your purchase, all their socials, and nothing really on the back. But yeah, put you down for a second. This should not be hard to open. Shouldn't be. There we go. Okay, here we go. All right, let's start. 2024 Hartford Yard Goats. Let's see if I can do it like this. We have... I'm already struggling with this name. Is it written better on the back? Not kind of. Adderall Amador. Mason Albright. Alec Barger. Jared Candy. Kyle Datters. Yanquiel Fernandez. Braxton Fulford. Blake Goldsberry. And we got Seth Halverson. And Brendan Hardy. Jaden Hill. Nick Kent. And Zach Koska. Jacob Kotskishak. And AJ Lewis. Got Bryce McGowan. Got Juan Mejia. Benny Montgomery. Roniker Palma. Carson Palmquist. Andrew Quezada. Vladimir Restituyo. Ryan Ritter. Evan Shawver. Jake Summers. Dylan Spain. Sterling Thompson. Connor Van Scoyic. Zach Veen. And here we go into the coaching staff. Manager Bobby Meacham. Pitching coach Dan Meyer. Hitting coach Zach Osborne. Bench coach Luis Lopez. Physical performance coach Ryan Hurston. And trainer Coy Coker. So I'm just going to organize that here for a second, then we'll move on to the Harrisburg here. All right, the brand new 2024 Harrisburg Senators pack. This is the only one out of all these that I got that has, and any that I've gotten in the past too, that actually has kind of a cover card here. Checklist here for everyone you're going to see. And let's start. Dylan Cruz. Dason Acosta. Garvin Alston. Andrew Alvarez. Michael Cuevas. Cole Henry. Lucas Knowles. Brad Lord. Kyle Luckham. Holden Powell. Samuel Reyes. Orlando Ribalta. Tyler Scoff. Jack Sinclair, Ty Tice, Nash Walters, Israel Pineda, Onyx Vega, JT Aruda, Jordy Barley, Dermis Garcia, Brady House, Cortland Lawson, Yohandy Morales, Robert Hassel III, Andrew Pinkney, Cody Wilson, Paul Witt, Delino DeShields, manager, Jeff Livesley, hitting coach, Regio Beltran, pitching coach, Oscar Salazar, development coach, Don Niedig, trainer, Ryan Gross, strength and conditioning coach, and the dance team, and not very focused, but you can read about those guys. They used to be 5, now they seem to be 4, and one of them is also the on-field host at the same time. So anyway, let's move into 2023. This is not the full set. This is the update set. They had none of the full 2023. This is just a little update set. As you can see, there's not as much, but there is some. So we'll see. These are all guys who I guess came in later in the year. So Robert Hassel III, James Wood, Onyx Vega, Trey Lipscomb, Jacob Young, Tyler Beck, Cole Henry, Almio Hernandez, Lucas Knowles, Jackson Rutledge, Dustin Sainz, and Jack Sinclair. Alright, like I said, the previous years before 23, I had 18, 19, 21, 22. So those were all available, I believe. Actually, no, 22 was not. But the next one before that I didn't have is 17, and then we're going to have 16 and 11. Okay, so here we go. We have, starting off with the manager at the time, Matt LaCroix, and Isaac Below. And we're switching to vertical. Eric Fetty, Spencer Keyboom, Jimmy Cordero, Wander Suero, Ryan Brindley, Alec Keller, R.C. Orlin, Mario Lizon, Andrew Robinson. Come on. Okay. Yadiel Hernandez. Okay, this thing's on the struggle bus. There we go. And we're going back horizontal. Austin Williams. It's going to put it there because that's where it's going to focus, apparently. Going back vertical. Jose Marmalejos. And horizontal. John Sims. Come on. There we go. Zach Collier. Derek Self. Osvaldo Abreu. Steven Perez. Jaron Long. Kyan Norfolk. Does it really have to be every other one? Phillips Valdez. Joseph Romero. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. That's a kid. Okay. I don't know the story behind that. Brian Rupp, coach. Says coach on the front, specifically the hitting coach. There's your dance team. I thought it was 5. Maybe it was always 4. But it's definitely changed a little bit. There's a couple guys who are different. And now suddenly back to players. If I can get this right. Andrew Stevenson. Horizontal. Braulio Lara. Neftali Soto. Drew Ward. Chris Michalik, pitching coach. And Roddy Reed. Back to player. So, all right, 2016, Matt LaCroix we're starting with again. This was their 30th anniversary. They did start in 1987, for those who didn't know. Adrian Sanchez. Austin Williams. Lucas Giolito. Wow, that's a name. Threw a no-hitter, I believe, with the White Sox. Brian Rupp. Gilberto Mendez. Chris Michalik, pitching coach. Okay, these are just kind of these coaches are just kind of randomly thrown in here now. Jaron Long, Steven Perez, Sean Pleffner, Neftali Soto, Wilmer Defoe, Zach Collier, Derek Self, Coda Glover, upside down, Reynaldo Lopez, Rafael Bautista, Spencer Kieboom, Brian Harper, Wander Suero, Cutter Dykstra, Nick Lee, Isaac Below, Chris Bostick, Brian Geralman, Andrew Robinson, Tyler Mapes, and there's your dance team again. Maybe there was always 4. I guess I was just misremembering. And finally, I don't know how these survived this many years, but 2011 is our last one. It kind of makes me think, the first time I was there was 2019. I wonder how many years I maybe could have picked up that were still available back then, you know, because obviously, well, I got 16 and 17, but maybe, you know, there's a gap kind of here, 12, 13, 14, 15, or, you know, gone completely. I wonder if any of those were maybe still available, you know, the first time I went. But, you know, not really a huge deal because it's not like I actually saw those teams. So it's, you know, it's not the biggest deal in the world, obviously. But, you know, it makes you think. It's like if I started getting these older packs back then, you know, what years could have been uncovered. But somehow we got 2011 here in 2024. And let's get it started. The manager starts it off again. It was Tony Beasley back then. Eric Arsenin. What? Hold on. Arneson. Not Arson. Corey Van Allen. Tim Fahuda. Devin Ivany. Randy Tomlin, who is the pitching coach. Ryan Tatusco. Tyler Moore. Josh Johnson. Jonathan Tucker. Luis Adelano. Derek Norris, Matt Antonelli, Carlos Martinez, Sharon Martiz, Bill Reinhart, Archie Gilbert, Jimmy Barthmeyer, Stephen King, Hassan Pena, Hassan probably, Brad Peacock, Steve Lombardozzi, Chris Rawl, Eric Davis, Patrick McCoy, Tanner Rourke, Troy Gingrich, and he's the hitting coach. And this is the only pack out of these that had the mascot card. You had Rascal over here. So, there you go. That is it for this. Like I said, it almost makes you think, because I've been doing this a lot recently, or I've been getting all the packs I can. It makes you think if I had, started looking for these back when I, for example, first started going to Harrisburg in 19, if I could have found, some of those middle packs. Now, granted, I have every pack now going back to 2016, so that's pretty good, but, I have 11, and then 12, 13, 14, 15 are just kind of out there. Or maybe they're on eBay, but I'm probably not going to go to eBay. Like I said, I wasn't even doing this thing back then. So, I didn't start these videos till like 2017 and going to a lot of these places till 17. So, yeah, that is it for me. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all later.